Hi, I'm Lam. Welcome back to Keeping Up with the Queen. Today I'm here to tell you all about my best neutral eyeshadow palette in my collection 2020 edition. Let's see what I've got in store for you. Before we begin, if you are new to my channel and find this video fun, entertaining, helpful, please subscribe so we can join this community and grow it together and learn from each other. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and thank you so much for leaving me feedback. I really enjoy talking to you in the comment section. So thank you, thank you, thank you. With that out of the way, let's get to this video now. Just want to let you know, I'm medium skin tone, olive undertone. I enjoy neutral eyeshadows. Sometimes I like a little bit of a warmer look. Sometimes I like a little bit of a cooler look. Sometimes I like a little bit of colors, but I don't like crazy colorful. Okay, that's not my thing. And I just want to let you know ahead of time, this video, by all means, is not to make you go out and buy these palettes. If you want to treat yourself or if you have the budget to, great. But if you don't, please don't feel like you need to buy all of these because nobody needs all of this makeup. When I do this kind of videos, it kind of helped me to see how much I have and so that I can reduce my consumption of makeup in 2021. Okay, I think we're gonna have a few moments of silence here, so let's get the train going. The first one is for the neutral lovers out there, someone who likes super, super, super neutral looks, like literally neutral of neutral. This is the Makeup by Mario Master Matte eyeshadow palette. Oh, another thing is that all of these palettes, I think almost all of these palettes, I have a review, at least one review for, of not multiple videos of, so I will link them down below. Make sure you check it out. And the palettes that I haven't reviewed yet, I will let you know. Okay, so this one, of course, I reviewed it already, where I swatch and I do eye looks and compare with other palettes. But this is a really, really nice option because it's all matte. Has all the undertones. It ranges from the lightest shade, almost white, and to a matte black, and all in between. It has olive shade, warm shades, cool tone. This shade right here can be used for brows, of course this one too. Wonderful palette, check out the video below, but this is for everyday looks, no shimmer, just simple matte. This is what I have as well on my eyes. As you can see, very straightforward and amazing. Love this. The formula is also really, really nice. Warm tone eyeshadow palette. And of course, the first one, the award has to go to the Natasha Denona Bronze eyeshadow palette. This is warm tone Lover Heaven. It has both matte, shimmer, duochrome, super shimmery, and it has her wet to dry formula with this dark shade right here. It's a very, very fun palette and it offers so much variety. Another thing that I love is I love variety. I like a palette that can be used for multiple purposes. So if I want a slightly cooler tone look, you see there's a few options here. There's a mustard shade. So you have a lot of room to play with and a lot of texture to play with. I love this palette. And a warm tone option, but for the drugstore, this Wet n Wild Coffee Cat eyeshadow palette. I have compared this to the bronze eyeshadow palette. I will link that video down. I will make sure to remember that as well. But you can see it's very, very similar, and of course the formula is not as good as the bronze, because you know this is like, I think this is an $8.99 and the bronze is $65, so of course there's a difference in the quality. But for someone with a budget, I think this would be a great dupe or alternative for the bronze palette. It has shimmer, it has matte, variety from light to dark, a lot of room to play with. I love this one as well. The next category is cool tone, and I think you can guess, Natasha Denona, once again, the Glam palette. This one is Cool Tone Heaven. It's for people with cooler undertone, people with warm undertone like me who the warm tone shadows can look overly warm on your eyes, then this is a great option for a cool tone look. It has a variety as well. This one you see is a neutral. See, it's still neutral. It's not super cool. If a palette has only this kind of shade, and it would be a super cool tone and I wouldn't like it. But I can see half of this shade are very neutral and everyday friendly, and you can go very smoky and party with this. So great option. I have reviewed this as well. The baby sister of that Glam palette is this Natasha Denona Mini Glam. Now this palette is the only palette that I haven't reviewed yet, but it's a great option. It came out before the Glam palette and it was the inspiration of the Glam palette. So you have basically everything you need in here, and it's much cheaper than the Glam palette. So if you're on a budget, check out this one. Great option. Highly recommend. Drugstore option for a cool tone palette is this Bite Side Eyeshadow palette in Rose Water from e.l.f. I have reviewed this as well. They have a variety of palettes in different arrangement of shades, but this is the cool tone one, and it's more pinky. It has Dusty Rose. It's a rosy kind of a quad, and for the price, I think this has amazing quality. It's blendable, it's pigmented, it stays on well, and the arrangement of the shades are very smart for all of these little bite-sized quads. So I highly recommend checking them out. And I think it's like $3. That is crazy affordable. Now the last category, and it's becoming one of my favorites kind of palette, is the smaller ones. Either like for traveling or just for a very quick look with a quad where you don't need to think, you know, when you reach for it. The first one is more for traveling, and this is the Rose Edit from Viseart. Now, probably all of you know that Viseart has amazing eyeshadow formula, and it's so cute, so tiny. It has a mirror, and I rearranged the shades here. So you can see I rearranged them because you can take them out. They're magnetic. I create like 4 different looks. This is neutral, deeper, still neutral, and then these are the 2 fun kind of columns there. This is a great traveling palette. You can see you have a lot of things, a lot of different looks you can play with, and it's small, it's tiny. I don't really reach for these 2 columns very often. I tend to stick with these 2 because I like neutral, but you know, on a sunny day or on a rainy day where I like to be a little more colorful, I will reach for this. And I've always been traveling with this palette and it's never failed me. This one is from Viseart. It's the Petite Force in Praline. Now I reviewed this recently. Very cute packaging. It's like the Master Matte, but it doesn't have as much variety in it. It just only 4 shades, very simple, but it has a little bit of a shimmer and a little bit of a matte mixed in. I would not say it's good for deep skin tone, probably medium. Like me is the darkest skin tone I would recommend this palette for, because on my skin, this palette is extremely natural looking. It barely has any depth, but I like that about it. When I want a very effortless, glowy look, this is what I reach for. And if you want to hear more detail, check out my review. But amazing palette as well. Formula is impeccable and it's so easy. You know, you don't really need to think. Last but certainly not least, this palette is brand new in my collection, but I love it so much. This is Charlotte Tilbury, the Bella Sofia eyeshadow quad. Charlotte Tilbury, impeccable formula, impeccable color arrangement, very natural, effortless, glowy, goddess kind of a look, red carpet. But this one is probably one of her best quads that she has because it has so much variety in just 4 shades. Cool, neutral, warm but still neutral, and then there's a pop shade which is warm bronzy, which is like a glittery kind of a more of a topper shade. So you can use this alone, or you can use this with any of the other shade to change up the look and add more glitter and warm it up. So there's so much variety. I have a review where I do 4 different looks with this only 4 shades, and I love that about this quad, because you should be able to use your $53 more than one way. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can relate. Let me know in the comment section below, but that's at least how I feel, and this is one of the most versatile quads in her collection, and yeah, love it, love it, love it. Charlotte Tilbury never disappoints me, to be honest. You can't go wrong, right? Those are all the best neutral eyeshadow palettes in my collection of 2020 that I have bought or have released in this year. I hope you find it helpful. I hope you agree with my selection. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of these palettes and my choices. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my future content. I hope you have a wonderful holiday with your families, friends, loved ones. I will see you in my next video. Until then, don't fuck.